Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on the first play is Corral. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have
have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. Put him in a pocket position. So instead of trying to throw it to tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panthers score. Chuba Hubbard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down by DeAndre Hopkins, and this guy, he's looking for a rebound from uncharacteristically low numbers last season. Missed the first significant time of his career due to injury and was limited to career lows in catches and yardage. Back and fully healthy, we expect him to return to his all-pro form.
Now Murray again. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he did not that play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Murray. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Awful start. Also not the sharpest of starts.
I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback in the play that position, you have to make. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind turns or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. But timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To throw is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play gets them right back into that level.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corral. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. They start with a give to Connor. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ooh. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Corral. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing here, Corral. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay,
I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 21. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. Taken down at the 42.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw, Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Murray now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. To throw again on second down. Murray, he's got Anderson right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It completes it once more to Anderson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, it's Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Corral to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Corral. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A big connection on that one. 45 yards. What a finish in this one, Charles. And this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Arizona, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Never mind. This is the word. I'm really out for blood this time, look. Whew. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm.